Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Vasari Gaura, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hey Andromeda, welcome. Hey Lalita Madhava, welcome. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hey, Francis, all right. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda. Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda. It's a little better pitch for me. Nityananda Gauranga, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Okay, enough of that experiment. Hmm. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Yes. So this is chapter 10 of Anchalila. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto, this is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is always pleased to accept anything given with faith and love by his devotees, and is always ready to bestow mercy upon them. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all glories to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. You know, the one valuable thing you get with Lord Chaitanya, from the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, is this affection. You know, because when you offer something in faith and love to the Lord, even like you're chanting, you know, you're hearing with faith and love, in glorification of the Lord, He gives that mercy very easily. And what is that mercy? You see that affection, that love, upliftment, freedom, so many benedictions easily without a lot of trouble. And that, this is, when Bhakti Siddhanta was here and Prabhupada, they cut the jungle growth. They call it cutting technique. They have to cut the jungle growth so that the real devotional creeper can grow. See, so many people are preaching, they're not preaching the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They're preaching like rules, regulations, and all that stuff. And you know, the mercy is right there in the book. It's glorifying, being glorified all the time. See, and this is what needs to be glorified is the mercy of the Lord that He very easily gives this. People need to know this message. Yeah, yeah. So let's see here. Oops. The next year, all the devotees were pleased to go to Jagannath Puri to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya Goswami led the party from Bengal. He was followed by Acharya Ratna, Acharya Nidhi, Srivas, Thakur, and glorious devotees. Oh, you know what? We read this. I'm going to go ahead now. This is verse 57. The next day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went with his personal devotees to see Lord Jagannath. When Lord Jagannath arose early in the morning, after seeing Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began his all-encompassing Sankirtan, and he formed 7 groups, which he then began to chant. I'm going to go ahead again here. Oh, let's go to another section. Let's go. Feel in the mood for something else here. How about we go to Bhagavad Gita? Library, Gita. Ah, let's see. Chapter 9, the most confidential knowledge. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you the most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. Yeah. Yeah, so many people, they're not relieved of material existence because they don't know this confidential knowledge. You need this confidential knowledge. If you will listen to experienced devotees, you can get this knowledge and be relieved of the miseries in this material. People, it's just because of lack of understanding. And they don't have real knowledge. You may have knowledge of how to survive in the world, material knowledge. How to get a job. You know, how to exist in the material world temporarily. Eh? And then there's so many things that give you problems here, and if you had the real knowledge, you'd be relieved. So let's see what this real knowledge is here. Let's get to the bottom of this here. Oops. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting. It is everlasting and is joyfully performed. Let's see what Prabhupada has to say about this. Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. This chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called the King of Education because it is the essence of all doctrines and philosophies explained before. Among the principal philosophers of India are Gautama, Kapila, and on and on and on. And finally, there is Vyasadeva, the author of the Vedanta Sutra. So there is no dearth of knowledge in the field of philosophy or transcendental knowledge. Now the Lord says that in the ninth chapter that the king of all knowledge, the essence of knowledge that can be derived from the study of the Vedas and different kinds of philosophy. It is the most confidential because confidential or transcendental knowledge involves understanding the difference between the soul and the body. See, difference between the soul and the body. Are you learning that in Krishna consciousness? Did they actually teach you the difference between the soul and the body, or just classes? You're not this body, you're not this body, you're not this body. But what is the difference? This is the problem. People don't know what is the actual soul. You know, Nobody knows what is the soul. That's why you need to hear from a person who has experience of the soul. You ever see they try to weigh the soul? This is how hard it is to see. They try to weigh the soul, and it's practically weightless. You need a special like some kind of micrometer or something, with the microns and all this technical stuff, and maybe you can get some kind of, it's pretty subtle, man. See, so that's why this is special. You have to have a special awakening of knowledge of this soul. That's why this is what you get from a bona fide representative. See, being an associate of the Lord, He gives this. Being an associate of the Lord, you get this knowledge. Isn't that amazing? That's why Krishna says, I'm eternal. See, Krishna is eternal. He's the spirit, supreme spirit of all spirits. He says, my devotees who are devoted, who have, the awakening, they have real transcendental knowledge because they worship me with loving ecstasy. Oh yeah, they're also eternal because they're bonded to me. They love me. They're not going to leave me. They stay with me forever. See, they're eternal also. They've taken shelter of what is eternal. They know what is an eternal spirit. What Jesus is preaching, he was always, preaching, spirit. It's all about spirit. Spirit and truth. Worship in spirit, 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 spirit. My words are spirit. See? But who knows what those things are? See? Only if you can relish the words of a realized soul, see, who knows that they're spirit. Then oh wow, the words of spirit, they enliven you. You take away your miseries because they're real knowledge, eternal knowledge. Real forever there. Yeah, I'm looking at you. See, real forever. Yeah, joyfully performed. Just getting in, just reminding ourselves of this real spirit, real knowledge, man. People don't teach us this way. Be a goer. You're always, you're poo-pooing all. You got to put yourself on top. You got to be the big cheese. You want to be the big guru. And, you want to be this. No, we want to put knowledge of the spirit on top, man. It has to be. Otherwise, we're walking into walls blindly, trying to do, yes, we're gurus and we're leaders and we're teaching, but you don't teach about spirit. You don't know what the spirit is. You can't glorify the spirit. You glorify, it's about rules, regulations, varnashram, dharma, do your duty and all these things and work for, you know, uh, but what is the spirit? Nobody knows. Okay? Oh, Lord Caitanya wants us to know. See? So the words, see, conclusive truth is the spirit. My words are spirit, Jesus said. All real devotees' words are spirit. The scriptures are spirit. But Bhakti Vinod said this, is everybody should listen very closely. That means you, since you happen to be there in my face. My words are spirit. See, Jesus said that. My words are spirit. See, they enliven devotees. See, they wake up your spirit. See, that's why you hear the mantra, right? They're supposed to hear it from a real guru. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. See, their mantra is spirit. It energizes. See, oh yeah, conclusive truth. You see, you need to hear the conclusive truth. That's spirit, not speculation. There's a difference between spirit and speculation. Speculation is material. Speculation is in the modes of nature. Speculation is kind of a demon, man. A whirlwind demon. But the words of a devotee are conclusive understanding of the absolute truth, universal truth that's applicable forever, and their spirit. See, the Vedas are spirit. And if you find a devotee who knows their spirit because they worship the Lord, Bhagavad Gita 10:10, with loving ecstasy, therefore they get spirit knowledge. See, real knowledge is spirit knowledge. Real knowledge is transcendental knowledge. You got to be a real prema devotee to be that like that. And then when you speak, people wake up or they want to kick your ass. Either way, it's okay. That's part of waking up. When Jesus spoke, man, people listened or they wanted to beat him up, man. Yeah. So spirit, it's all about that, man. And so spirit and truth. To those who worship, that's why we need to know. I don't know how I got into this conversation. I got lost here a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, king of all knowledge. The essence of knowledge can be yeah. The difference between the soul and the body. See, and what is related to the body. See, rules and regulations are related to the body, by the way. That's why ultimately you have to go deeper. As for if you're an external person, and you're just beginning and all that, rules and get through your body, this is and see, Narada Muni came to Veda Vyas because he was unhappy. He was doing this. He was teaching rules and regulations and varnashram dharma and even liberation, stuff like this. And his heart was like, why am I not feeling happy doing it? I'm doing this important work for people, but my heart is not happy. See, so Narada Muni comes, who knows what is spirit. He says, "Well, you're teaching things that are related to the body, which is not spirit, and to the mind, which is not spirit yet. It's the mind. It's in the brain. See, it's material knowledge. You know, knowledge of how to regulate the body and regulate your activities and all that. If that's all you do, he was getting bored with that. The spirit in him was getting bored with it. Krishna was saying, "Yeah, man, I'm not really happy with this kind of thing." You notice people here when they come here, you look at the faces of people coming here and they're hearing these talks, they're chanting these mantras. You see Lalita Ganga's face or any devotee, they're smiling. Why? Because their heart is smiling. The heart loves this stuff. Loves talks about spirit. Oh, it's just like we're on the same page with spirit, man. The supreme spirit loves this stuff, and we love it too. Therefore, we're part of the family. That's why I say, you guys, you speculators out there, you don't like these talks about spirit. You're teaching right now, our gurus, but your gurus don't like this stuff. They don't like spirit yet. Who's going to talk about spirit? Who's going to teach about spirit? No, not you, because we don't want you. That we're masses of devotees. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear from fools and rascals and people who don't know what spirit is, and they're pretending to be gurus, and leaders to lead you into Vrindavan when they're the obstacle that needs to be removed. We need talks about spirit from experienced devotees who know what spirit is, and they're conclusive and clear about what is the ultimate goal of life: prema, bhakti, devotion. Eh? Supreme spirit, supreme goal of life, life's ultimate goal, love of God. What does that look like? And we're purebhakti.com, where, you wonder why I have to use you guys for preaching. What else are you good for out there, man? You're going to preaching the wrong thing. At least I have to use you to teach the world you're preaching the wrong thing. It's not about austerity. It's not about renunciation. It's not about being a big stick sannyasi and a big guru. It's about ecstatic devotional worship of God. That is spirit, spiritus. You mooses. Yeah. See, you got to have the eye on the goal is prema bhakti, devotion, spirit. See, the spirit in the body. Not only our spirit, we're spirit soul. Come on, man. We need to know that the supreme spirit soul, we need that in our purification. See, you get the true vine as somebody who knows that supreme soul. See, that's the true vine that gets the gardener going in you. Jesus Christ, he said, I'm the true vine. That's Guru Dev. That's the person who knows the Supreme Lord. See? They're the true vine. You hook into that vine, and then the gardener's very pleased with you. Oh, you came to my devotee. They're the root from which I grow in you. That's the gardener Jesus is talking about. See? Krishna, God, Christ, Krishna is the root. The devotees are the root from which I grow. That's the meaning of I'm the true vine when Jesus said that, and my Father is the gardener. How do I know this? Because what happened with Jesus is happening here. The same thing, man. I'm preaching. He was preaching. The gardener gets activated in those he preached to. The gardener gets activated here. You know, Krishna, many of you. You know that because you're with a true vine. It's always that way. So why are you going to these gurus out? They claim to be gurus. Are you getting in touch with the true vine? You'll know is the gardener, is God, love of God, prema bhakti activated in you. If not, you'll go into the nipples on a goat. See? So what's the fault in preaching the truth? You don't tell us the truth. We don't want to know the truth. We like to be an illusion. We like blind preaching. Oh, that's offensive to point out the truth, Gaurahari. You want your preaching to be on top of everything. Yeah, I do, man, because I want a lot of people to go back to Godhead in Vaishnavism. I got big goals here. It takes a big punch also. Ask Shamaguri. She knew. She was into Prabhupada, for years, and she knew Prabhupada knew something and all that. And then she got a little bit this like, what's going on in this? In his ISKCON? There's something wrong. You're Don Truton. There's something wrong. People lost sight of the goal. They don't know what it is. And well, Prabhupada, and they just didn't clarify it. And that's what our job is, to help clarify things. Conclusive truth is so important. That's my little forte. That's the gift the Lord gives me. He lets me see all these details that people hate to look at. They don't want to look at dirt. I like to look at the dirt and compare it to what is actually clean. Hey man, that's dirt. And this is clean. Clean machine. We need a clean machine here. Yeah. We need those who represent the transcendental Lord. That you got to be a conclusive speaker. You got to be as conclusive speaker of the Bhagavatam as it is. Boom, people wake up if they believe this message. Okay? So what do we got here? Let's see here. What do we got here? It's the same feeling like one is very, very hungry and finally gets some food to eat. But there's also a big difference because we, the soul, get real food that we need right here. See, and that's what Krishna said, my devotees, my real devotees who know me are the root from which I grow. And that's why you don't see, most Vaishnavas don't grow beyond the Vaidhi platform, beyond religion. Isn't it always been like that? Isn't all religions pretty much like that? Muslims and the Christians and the Vaishnavas. Unless some special divine intervention comes, and we're that actually. That's why we create problems. Don't think there's not going to be a few problems. There was a few problems when Jesus came to preach something really deeper. There was a few problems when Lord Caitanya came here to give this beautiful thing. First, there was resistance. People, they get used to staying mundane, right? It's like, hey man, religion's always been here. We've been doing religion for so long. What is this crying in ecstasy? Don't they say the same? Oh, you think it's any different? What is this Holy Spirit? What is this crying for? You're not supposed to cry. In the Narayan Raj group, we're not supposed to cry. It is forbidden. In the ISKCON group, it is forbidden to cry in front of the deities. It's forbidden to cry. We want to preach that forever. And we're purebhakti.com without the purebhakti.coming. What? Is that so bad to have a problem with? I have a problem with that. And the problem, you know what the real problem is? Radhe, you know what the real problem is? They don't have a problem with that. They think, we like this problem. It's a problem, man. It's an illusion. So I have to point out, you got problems, man. You got a problem. You're going to take another birth if you don't accept ecstatic devotion, which is the gift of Lord Caitanya. Isn't it, Radhe? Didn't he come to give this devotion? Yes? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. So what happened to the message? Did it get lost in the translation, the speculations? Well, right there, the Lord came to give ecstatic devotion. He has come here to give ecstatic devotion in Kali Yuga and Prema Bhakti. And oh, no, you're not going to get it in our preaching. No, after many lifetimes, you're going to get that. No, we're going to give you a big stick, man, and a big false ego and big pride. And you're going to prance around being a big guru. And everybody, oh, he's a big person. With small bhakti, no bhakti, they don't even know what it is. They don't know bhakti is spirit. They don't know seeing Lalita Ganga and Johan or anybody else ecstatic here, crying and laughing and all that is spirit, man. Right in front of you is spirit, and they go, we don't like this. Naysayer, nay, nay. See, naysayer is like a horse. Nay. Nay, no, we don't want to know spirit, man. Hey, man, ecstatic love of God is spirit, man. Conclusive truth, glorifying that spirit is spirit. That's why those who listen here and believe come to, well, think, wow, this preaching makes sense. Wow, this is really logical. Boom! No more. No more threefold miseries. Boom! Start to cry for Krishna. And another sonic boom! Ecstasy and laughter. First crying comes. Then another sonic boom! Laughter comes. Look at the Lolita. She can't stop laughing at me. Lohan, total bad man, these people. Boom, boom, boom! Krishna consciousness here. Don't you? Wouldn't you like to come? I think I'll come to Gohari's associates over there, and because I heard they have boom, 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 Krishna consciousness like that fast. You know, we're tired of this many years doing all these austerities and fastings and all these things to become Krishna conscious. It's all a long process. But we go to Gohari, we see there is boom, 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 Krishna consciousness. Sonic booms and boom, boom, boom. And you might have to get a little bam, bam, bam. Prime the pump a little bit. Sorry about yelling. I ain't sorry. I kind of like it, you know. Yeah, tears are forbidden and all of it's religion still, man. You got to show me and my friends here that you're beyond religion. Don't give me the shuck and jive. Oh yeah, we're not into religion, but look how religious we are. Look, boy, we follow every rule in the book, man. We make sure. Ooh, you're not following all the rules, man. But we're Raganuga Bhaktas, man. We live on Ras. Well, where's the Ras? Ras. Oh, well, well, we're not supposed to show it. You know, it's not supposed. What does it look like? Oh, we don't get that. But we're Raganuga Bhaktas, man. We're purebhakti.com without it coming. It is so ridiculous. I have to point it out. I have to be the clown, like that guy said. You're just a clown. You're right. I have to clown around, man, and show you how ridiculous it is to say you're purebhakti.com without any bhakti coming. Pure bhakti. You don't even know what it is. It's right in front of your face here in our Sangha. The Lord has blessed us with real prema bhakti. And you're purebhakti.com without the prema bhakti. Oh, Sri Guru. Every day these gurus are sitting on high seats with a big stick. Sri Guru Cha, and taking all this stuff. And their disciples are going, Sri Guru Charana Padma. What does it mean? Oh, we don't know. It's just a nice song. From your guru, ecstatic permanates. What does that mean? Well, we don't know. He's not supposed to. He doesn't. He's a no-show, man. From them ecstatic, what does it look like, ecstatic permanency? You know, oh, and by his word, ignorance is destroyed. What kind of ignorance? How about your guru is not qualified ignorance? Have you ever thought about that? Your guru can't wake you up to show you what that song is all about. See? From them ecstatic prema emanates. Oh, you want to know what that looks like? This is probably the only place where you're going to see in this Sangha what that looks like. Oh, by that word of a real guru, your ignorance is destroyed. This is probably the only place that I've seen. Oh, I see a lot of people claiming to be Raganuga and everything, but they're not conclusive and they don't show the ecstasy. So you should all just, yeah, forget about you're right. Totally right, everybody. Don't come over here. Don't, no. Just go over there. Just go over there. Yeah, it's right. Not to show prema. Never in your life know what it is. And just hear all the speculations from those who don't show you the prema because they can't show it, and just believe in their speculation. Don't come over here where you'll see real ecstasy And then you hear these rock'em sock'em conclusions that smash ignorance, just like Bam Bam, the Flintstones hammer. Remember that? Remember the Flintstones there, Roddy? Were you around back then? Bam Bam, they had a Bam Bam child. If you're born again, you're like that. You get a club, a Bam Bam. It goes bam, bam with ignorance. Smash, smash. Nay, nay, they're eating dry hay. It's called cutting down the jungle growth. Well, don't worry. We'll send you Lalita and later on and Johans, and they can give you the nice soft thing. I have to do my part. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, let's go to the. Oh yeah, oops. Yeah. So the difference between the soul and the body. Okay, it is the most confidential knowledge or transcendental knowledge because it involves understanding the difference between the soul and the body. So, just in case you forgot, what is the soul and the body? So actually, the soul in one way is the body. Did you know that, there, Radhi? The soul is the body. It's a spiritual body. Eh? Its form is just like our bodies have emotions, right? Our body has knowledge inside the body. Well, inside the spiritual body is also, it's funny, feelings, transcendental feelings. What does that look like? Come here and see it. We're not hiding. We're not no shows. Come see the spiritual body. It's right in front of everybody's faces. I have to yell a little bit to get the earwax out of people's ears. Come see ecstatic. Yeah. And see real knowledge, transcendental knowledge. See, because you got transcendental emotion manifesting here, and you got transcendental knowledge about the real form of the Lord, the spirit form, the word of the devotees are spirit. They awaken your spirit in you. Why do I hear that all the time? Fanny says, "Oh, you got this Kundalini. I just listen to your word." Where is that? That's called spirit. It's something different, isn't it? Something new experience, more life in that, huh? Devotees, listen. Harikata's spirit, man. Could you imagine if I was just speculating and just speculate? I would bore you guys. You guys are already you're addicted to. You would like clean stuff. You need a better class every day. You're spoiled. 2, 3 times is austere enough. No, no, don't. I think I will do the soft side. Oh, yeah, she may not do the soft side. Huh? She also likes the little bit sometimes. You notice, Lalita. She likes to give Rade the sauce. Okay, back to the Bhagavad Gita. And the king of all confidential knowledge culminates in devotional service. See, the king of all confidential knowledge culminates in devotional service. What does it mean? See, the king of all confidential, see, if it's confidential, ends in pure devotional service, not just external devotional service. The king of all confidential, the king of it, of the most confidential knowledge, culminates in pure devotional service. See, this is what we teach you. The most confidential knowledge and its fruition is pure devotional service. That means worshiping the Lord in ecstatic devotion awakened in your heart. That's the kind of knowledge we're teaching here. Do you notice? Go right, cut to the chase. No big long program and rules and regulations and fastings, and then you just die of Vaidhi Bhakti, and then the next life, and you continue more trying to achieve a Narjana Vritti on that path. No. The king of education we give you here. Very simple. Come here. The devotees already, many of them we know are spirit form. You can see with your own eyes. We don't hold it back. We're not no shows. We're not naysayers. Yeah. Yay, yay, yay. See, we're yay, yay, yay sayers. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. No, nay, nay, nay. I don't like that. No, no, this, no, that. Yes, yes, yes. More bhakti, more truth. Yes. Yeah. See, it culminates in pure devotional service and worshiping the Lord of ecstatic love. And that's why, the devotees need to say, they need to think straight. And we can help you with that. It's very easy. That's part of the empowerment here, is how to think straight. There she is. Look at her. See, how to think straight. Like, oh, pure devotional service is the ultimate goal of life. Okay? Most confidential knowledge. What is that confidential knowledge? We just cut right to the chase. Oh, we already been ordered to this. This is very confidential. I shouldn't be saying. I shouldn't tell anybody this. Yeah, I shouldn't tell anybody this. That Prabhupada came, right? They even say, "Oh, why are you talking about your dream? You're not supposed to reveal confidential things." Well, why the heck? What is the point of dreaming about Prabhupada just for my own benefit? What kind of mood of Lord Caitanya is that? Yeah, I got a dream about Prabhupada, said, Gauri, what you're doing, distributing ecstatic devotion has my approval. I want the whole world to know that. What's wrong with that there, Shamaguri? Huh? Shouldn't the whole world know that Prabhupada came to this fool, Gauri, this clown, admitted clown, Gauri Das, and told him to give this ecstatic devotion to anyone and everyone? I think the whole world should know about that. Clown number one has gotten that order. And it's true, even though he said, look, he's a clown. He's teaching all these things and he's poo-pooing. He wants to put himself above. He wants to put that preaching that he does above all other preachings. Oh, that is so clownish, man. He's a clown for doing that. Yeah, okay. Whatever, man. I'm like that, who's that guy in that book? That guy, Don Quixote. He had his vision. They all laughed at him as he's going to conquer and all that. That's Gauri Das. He has this vision that he wants to put Krishna and Lord Caitanya in ecstatic devotion, prema bhakti, in the lives of millions in this life. Not the preaching of Narayan Raji, the millions of life. No, many life. No, in this life, he's the Don Quixote of Vaishnavism, saying, yeah, in this life, he believes it. He's crazy enough or clownish enough and foolish enough to believe in that, like John Quixote. He's like, saying there's only time separating that from happening. Yeah, it's true. Why not? Prabhupada did come. Krishna did come. People getting darshan of Krishna. You guys are getting so much juice and life and ecstasy from a clown. I think that's a miracle. I should put on my clown nose. I'll get one tomorrow. I'll find a shop where you put a clown nose. Hey, I'm here to give class today. The clown is here. You notice everybody calls me a clown that's in the Narayan Raj group. Oh, they are they're really purebhakti.com. Huh? Yeah, Gauri wants to put his preaching above his. Oh, how dare he put his preaching of the many lifetimes to get prema bhakti when in his sangha many people are getting it already. That preaching should not be on top of that Narayan Raj preaching of many lifetimes when you're giving it in one lifetime, and even if there are weak in some people, no, we don't want to see that. We are smart people. We are purebhakti.com without the pure bhakti. Does that make any sense to anybody? I guess I'm Don Quixote, in a in, in a place. To me, it sounds very logical. Why wouldn't you want this preaching on top of everything? Because it gets results of prema bhakti in a friggin' week in many people here. Why wouldn't anybody want that on top of everything? Isn't that what we're looking for in Krishna consciousness? Isn't that the ultimate? I know it's hard to believe, isn't it? Very hard to believe because nobody can preach it. They don't have the power except Mr. Gohari Das, the clown. I find it very funny how Lord Caitanya works. He's humorous, man. And luckily, I got the apartment on the outside now. See, Krishna made a perfect arrangement for it. I got a brick wall here. It just goes to the wall. There's no windows, nothing. I have the window to the wall, and I got the people working on that back there. So it's great, man. It's fantastic. I can scream as loud as I'm inspired to. Krishna makes all nice arrangements for this preaching here. See, Fanny likes it. She takes the energy. She can have another Kundalini experience probably later. We just got to clown around a little bit. We got to just seem so ridiculous. We get these people laughing. We got to, they got to like they stun them. Like he's not reacting like we're expecting him to react. Maria, welcome there, Maria. We're just talking about Bhagavad Gita here. Okay, so let's see. That's a beautiful King of Knowledge, confident culminates in pure devotional service. Generally, people are not educated in this confidential knowledge. They are educated in external knowledge. Prabhupada had so much, he just loved, I can see how he loved writing Bhagavad Gita. This is so relevant, even now, after 50 years. Isn't that amazing, Shamaguri, this Bhagavad Gita? So many people still, after 50 years, are not educated in this confidential knowledge. Even the devotees, even the Vaishnavas, even ISKCON, even Gaudiya Smriti. Hey man, confidential knowledge is what we're teaching finally. After 50 years, finally we're preaching what's in the book from personal experience of spirits. Personal demonstration of the spirit. See, to those who are actually have developed prema, chapter 23. See, I have all Prabhupada's books to prove all these points. Life's ultimate goal. That's who you need to meet. Somebody, some crazy clown, a Yoda, a Zoda, who's attained life's ultimate goal and proves it. Yeah, those who have attained life's ultimate goal, chapter 23, verse number 41. Read it and weep, hopefully. We pray that you do. Sometimes they laugh, sometimes they cry, sometimes they choke up, and a few other symptoms that are not quite listed there. They want it for brevity's sake. Not caring for outsiders. Oh, well, we got to do that one, right? We don't care. Why are you showing that? So come, you're not supposed to. Well, we got to fit the verse, man. I'm sorry, man. If you want a devotee Bhagavat, they got to be the verse. And I make devotee Bhagavats here because they are also, look at Lalita. She doesn't care who they're calling her a red lipstick demon. Hot lips. They're hot, man. She just goes right on. She's the verse personified too now. Johan also, oh, worse. He's worse. Total bananas. Chuki symptoms. Yes, chukis. Yeah. Okay. Bhagavad Gita. Where are we at? Yeah. And see, they are educated. See, okay. Generally, people are not educated in confidential knowledge. They are educated in external knowledge. And you see, even in Vaishnavism, they've been educated in external knowledge. See, Varnashram Dharma, regulative devotional service. The external knowledge, you're still external. Yeah, with the ghee lamp, right? Doing that. The water in the conchs, right? External devotional service. See, it's outside, right? You didn't know. It's about your eye sockets being the conch shell holding the water and they're pouring down. Oh, the Lord's getting all that. That's a throwing the water, washing the Lord there with your tear. Oh, that's internal knowledge, huh? Oh, the Gita is your heart and passion. Krishna, I must have you. I need you. I want you. I gotta have you. That kind of passion. Isn't it a gopi line? What does passion of gopis look like? It looks like a devotee chanting in ecstasy, desiring to meet more close with the Lord. Oh yeah, the Lord say, "Hey man, throw that ghee lamp over there, man. Let me see a devotee worshiping like that." See, how would you like to be the paraphernalia there, Radhe? Huh? How would you like, all that paraphernalia you carry there, Shamaguri? How would you like your heart to be like that? It probably already is. How would you like your eyes to be that? There, where Lord said, "Oh, I don't need all that external paraphernalia. You're it. You're the butter. You're the ghee. You're the conch. You're the water in the conch. I'm empowering that in you." Oh, people don't know that verse. They think, oh, that's only for Krishna. That's for you. He empowers you to be what? They call that servitor Godhead in this world. The Lord wants to be served by devotees like that. He gets bored of external. Oh, you got the conch, I want to make you the conch. I want to make you the water in the conch. You the fire in your heart, worshiping me. You the fragrance. I like the fragrance of my devotees worshiping me. It's a lot easier, a lot lighter too. You don't want to carry all that stuff. Hey, with the deity, you got the right. Okay, that's fine if you want to do it. It's no problem. Do or don't do it. Doesn't matter. But you could do it this way. The name alone. Oh, there you go. You wreck the deity. You don't even have to carry these big, heavy deities around. You chant Hare Krishna, and boom, there they are. Radhe Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, there they are. You got Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya worshiping them. Oh, I mean, you could. I mean, if you want, you say, man, it's your choice at that point. Hey, you want to do it externally, internally only, or internally and externally? No problem. You're free. Because the main thing is to worship the deity to get the result of loving worship, right? Loving connection. However you do that is up to you now. Isn't it beautiful? Free in Krishna, free in the Lord, in your relationship with the Lord. You discuss. these things. Now, how are you going to get any better freedom than that? Can you imagine somebody, one of these devotees here said, Gohar, you started a personality cult. What? You're right. I did. The personality of Godhead cult. We're all groupies for him, just, hey man, his qualities, his personality, it's all about him. You're totally right. Thank you for pointing that out. We are a person. He thought I was going to get, I'm going to get his goat, man. I'm going to tell him, he said, you're in a personality cult. He's right. We are. The supreme personality of God. We're cultivating that, man. I think it's a perfect cult. Salvation of the absolute truth. I think life is all about that. To be in this kind of personality of Godhead cult. To learn, isn't that what this is? Personality of Godhead? Isn't that what Prabhupada taught us? To worship the personality of Godhead? Which there's no fault in that. Yeah. Go on, you're putting yourself up, your darn tootin' I am. Yeah. The self. I'm putting up the Lord. He's the real self of us all. We're all connected. We're all family. Most people don't know it, and more are coming to know that. He's the real self. Definitely, I'm going to put that self up there. I can put him on top. Conclusive truth about the personality of Godhead, about the real path, about Guru Tattva, about Rasa Tattva, showing Rasa, teaching all about these things. Yeah, all because we can, and we've been ordered, and it's fun. It's worth being called a clown. In my heart, it gets warmer and warmer. I'm on fire. Oh. You got to watch out. Actually, the devotees get like gifts here. You get a gift, and so the gift. I'll tell you how to understand this gift. The gift is this word, man. It's strong and powerful. It wakes people up, and it's just like, and it gives prema, awakens prema in people. I mean, it just does. That's what it does. The Lord gives us. Here's your gift, man. You big mouth, man, loud mouth. You know, loudmouth. Isn't that right? Loudmouth, right? Gohar is a loudmouth, right, Rodney? Loudmouth. Very loud. So the Lord gave me that gift. It's almost like the Lord came and said, Gohar I'm going to give you the gift of being a loudmouth, but you're going to be very misunderstood by most people. All right, whatever. It's okay. I'll take it. Just like not Bhagavanacharya, Abhiram was given a gift. You know what that gift was? A whip. Can you imagine? He was given a whip as a gift to use for Krishna service. A whip. Unbelievable. And I could just see him saying the same thing. Lord, you give me this whip. I'm going to start whipping people, but I'm going to be misunderstood. You're going to make me a clown. I'm going to whip people, and people are going to get prema, even if they resist it. Because every lash they got, more prema awakened. See? So, you see the people coming here, Lalita, Johan, all the devotees, you get a gift. Yeah. So we use it for Krishna service, and that, regardless of being understood, misunderstood, or it doesn't matter. It's service. Make everybody. Replying to Fanny Rose, you were lucky, lucky bird, you ecstatic bird. Want to see what Fanny looks like? You need to give us a picture of Fanny. I want to see who we're affecting here. So somebody send me a picture. So, as far as ordinary education is concerned, people are involved with so many departments: politics, sociology, physics. chemistry and mathematics, astronomy, engineering, etc. There are so many departments of knowledge all over the world and many huge universities. But there is unfortunately no university or educational institution where the science of spirit soul is instruction. See, no institution where they instruct these things. And even in our institution, in it's still unclear what is the spirit. See, because it's the highest thing. It's prema bhakti. If you were a prema bhakta, say you got prema bhakti, you're worshiping the Lord like that. See? And then you're teaching that to others. What would be the result? Well, the result is like this, basically. People laugh at you, see, because you got to show them what it is. And then you tell them what it is, they don't believe you. But some do, right? Some do. That's you who are coming. And look at the result. After a while, because of you're the witnesses, you say, wow, I listened to this loudmouth, this clown comes up here every day clowning around. And these things are happening. Fanny is getting Kundalini experiences. Shamaguri is getting what she's getting. Lalita Ganga is becoming a mad woman. Johan, doubly so. Janaki, bonkers. Govinda having a intoxicated, stumbling around the farms over there. Yeah, you get it. So, yeah. See, without the spirit soul is instructed. So, unfortunately, there is unfortunately no education institution where the science of the spirit soul is instructed. So, if you notice, the Lord teaches in increments. He teaches like the Moses teaching. You know, don't have sex with animals. Don't have sex with your mother. Oh yeah, stuff like back then. That's what they were teaching. Don't murder people. They were killing people like, oh, it's okay to kill. There was no law. No law. Yeah. So he came. Then also, Prabhupada came and gave a lot of rules, regulations, mandates. You have to, all that stuff. Preliminaries. See, but that's still not the spirit soul yet. See, that's goodness. Get you good. Become a good person. See? But ultimately, it's all driving to know spirit soul. See? See that? And what is that? To know the deepest level of that spirit soul, beyond even liberation. Liberation is, these are the rays of the spirit soul. They're the rays, they're the Brahman, they're the energy, they're the rays, the effulgence. That's just the tip. See? See, the spirit soul is ultimately a person, the supreme person, and the devotees. See, this is what we're teaching. See, but for you to know your own soul, you have to learn about the supreme soul first. See? So that means you have to ultimately accept Krishna. That's called 10th canto. We're teaching 10th canto and beyond. See, we're teaching lessons like, oh, look, Jarasandha, he was a regulative devotee like you, ISKCON devotees, and Gaudiya Math and Samiti. He was like you. You were like that. He very strictly believed in God, right? See, but he didn't believe in Krishna. See, and Krishna is the real spirit. Spirit. See, that spirit has attributes. See, it has personality. It has emotions, and they're transcendental. They're spiritual. Ooh. They're ecstatic. They're wunderbar. They're truthful about glorifying that ecstatic worship, you see? The word to glorify the truth about it. That's what these shastras do. They say, oh, these are transcendental emotions. See, it's in the book. Oh, the nectar devotion, right? All about ultimately the glorious thing, spontaneous devotion. Devotees, they cry, they laugh, they have all these emotions, right? And they're reading the books for 50 years already. 50 years in Narayan Raj, they're reading books, 40 years already. And but they're all no shows, right? Well, oh, we don't show, we don't, yeah, because you don't got it. But anyway, you could say, oh yeah, you've got it. Yeah. So here's the test, man. Over here, oh, you get to see that book that you're reading in action, in life, what it looks like of a devotee chanting in ecstasy, not caring or daunted by outsiders. Outsiders, you're outside that, and you're thinking, you're throwing the tomatoes. Ah, look at this, man, you such a, and not caring for outside. This is so good. Like, whoa, man, this is so man. And you're in perfect knowledge because you know that by showing this, people are going to get infected. They're going to get purified because it's the real God that they get to see so rarely. And it's time, it's been ordered, it's on the menu now. But we didn't order that. It doesn't matter. It's on the menu now. It's the only thing on the menu. You can here read the menu. Ecstatic devotion. We don't want that. Doesn't matter. That's all we've got. Ecstatic devotion is the will of God. No, we want bodily stuff. We want barn ashram dharma. Sorry, it ain't on the menu anymore. It's been taken off the menu. We got something better. I don't want. Doesn't matter whether you ask for it or not. That's the only thing on the menu. Ecstatic prema bond. We don't want to see we're following the no-show disciplic line. No, sorry. Yes, this is on the menu. Here, eat up. Don't think. You think I'm just saying. You don't know how conclusive. This is so conclusive. And nobody understands this. I'm just telling you what the Lord Himself said in this moment He had. In Chaitanya Mangal, He had a moment. He was, people said, and Advaita Acharya was talking to him, and he says, well, I think only this kind of pure bhakti is the only thing available in Kali Yuga, the only thing worthwhile. You might as well get it. He comes, people don't have this knowledge. Knowledge is the Lord Chaitanya comes and Krishna comes once every 4,320,000,000 years, which is the 28th time, circumference from Kali to Satya Yuga, 28 times. That's a long friggin' time, huh? Then Krishna comes, and then Lord Chaitanya comes right after that to give what we are getting now. Oh my God, if people knew that. Oh my God, if ISKCON knew that. Oh my God, if Narayan Raj Group knew this. They would wonder why I'm such a clown. Why I'm so intense and lion-like at times. Not all the time, sometimes, often, for a while. Only for a while. I'll tone down. Give me a few years. We need some loud vibrations, some to smash a lot of these Mayic forms right now. But once we're done, we'll just be like Lord Chaitanya. You just stay in ecstatic trance all the time and just laugh. Oh, everybody, they can. Oh, you need this thing straight. Go watch the videos. We got a lot of this slam, and slam it. Slam the illusion videos. Now we're into. Srimad Bhagavatam is written that a yogi make people out of a coconut tree. So what is it for some devotees' problem? Yeah, ecstatic person. Yeah, yeah. All you have to do is just hang out with us, and see the logic of this. Accept this preaching. You see, Lord Chaitanya said, if you don't accept me, I will be They will be destroyed. Yeah, he said it, right? He said, I just read that. If people don't accept me, they will be destroyed. And so I just help you understand what is spirit, who he is. Who he is what you see here, this ecstatic devotion. If you don't accept this, you're going to take another birth. That's being destroyed. If you come to see the logic of this, you come here 30 days, I'll convince you scientifically that this is where it's at. I mean, if you really want to know. Some people are still fighting with me after 5 friggin' years. But you could, if you might get it in a day or a week, or 6 months or 7 months, 2 months. Yeah, yeah, quickly. Dr. Sam says, I can't wait to download. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just practicing my comedy show. That's all. It's just, I told you I wanted to be a stand up comedy. This is it. So I'm sitting down comic now. I'm going to get a big microphone and stand up at the big microphone there and just do this whole thing like that. Man, it'll be great. Then they'll think, oh, it's Go Hari's comedy show today. Oh, let's go see. We don't listen to him really, but we like to see the show. He's funny. He makes jokes. He's laughing at all the gurus. We don't take it. He's just, he's a comedian. Let's all go see the show. It's funny, man. Hey, even says we can bring our popcorn. No problem. Oh, we like that, man. I'm gonna do that. I got this thing already. I gotta get the mic. I'm gonna order it today. Amazon. Stand up comedian. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, isn't it? I love this Bhagavad Gita. It's inspiring. Oops. Okay. Uh, there are so. Okay, we read all that. Okay. So the Bhagavad Gita, especially from the second chapter on, stresses the importance of the soul. See, yeah, okay. Actually, let's go to the next verse. Yeah. So, yeah, this knowledge is the king of education and the most secret of secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and is because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. It is the perfection. See, direct perception of the self by realization. What does that mean? You got to ask. See, the real self is an accurate realization. See, revelation. And like Jesus taught, first of all, you usually have to be a prema bhakti to understand, have this understanding. But that's why you get a bona fide guru, because the Lord is merciful. The devotees are merciful because you can only really know the Lord by direct perception and realization. Okay? But that comes from prema, ecstatic worship, devotion. See, so the Lord is kind. He sends you a bona fide representative when you're ready to learn what is spirit, right? Otherwise you won't listen. You listen to those who don't know it's spirit. Do you see why that's a longer path? All these persons are claiming to know spirit, but they don't prove it to you. They don't show you that they know spirit. They don't show you a demonstration what that is. They don't take away your miseries. Did any of these gurus take away your miseries, Shamaguri? Except Prabhupada's books, maybe give you some solace. Okay? But are your miseries, you just see, you come here, you get experience. You say, wow, threefold miseries start to go. I start to feel really good and inspired. Wow, what's that? Oh, this is like the book. Why is that happening? Because it's the way it happens. You're with a real devotee Bhagavat. If you weren't, these things, your miseries would not go. Right? Proof is in the pudding. Where's the pudding? Where's the, when you hear the Bhagavatam, it's, see, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the pure devotee, the realized devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart go. And then love of God begins to manifest in your heart. You start to get revelation and realization, right? Ask Shamaguri. She's an example of that. The Lord reveals things to her now. See, she must be with a real guru. Now, if you're not getting that experience with Radhanath or Jaipataka or Narayan Raj or one of the followers now, because I don't know, he's gone. One of his followers. Are you getting your three? See, what happens, what you're reading the book needs to happen in your life. You need to hear from a real empowered, pure devotee that it's proven, because your threefold miseries are going from hearing that. Your ears become like tongues, like Arjuna. Wow, I'm lapping this up. Speak more, yell more, cry more. See, that's action in Krishna consciousness. Action in action in action. See, you need to have the book in your life. You have to be that living book. Otherwise, how can you go? How can you get how did Maharaj Parikshit go back to God? He heard like you're hearing. He became ecstatic like you're becoming ecstatic. This has to be experienced for these gurus who don't have that experience. I guarantee you they don't have that experience that you have. You're going into the kingdom first. Like Jesus said, even the simple people are going in the kingdom before you Pharisees and sannyasis and Brahmins. You're in that category. But you guys get to go in first. You're already, man, that's being in. You don't have to go anywhere. The Lord just goes in you and gives you the experience of the kingdom. You become the Dom. You go from the damned into the Dom. Everybody in the world is damned. Look at that, listening. See? Into the Dom. You become the Dom. The Dom is a person. The person who is realizing these things. Do you see the mercy of Guru? You see how amazing it is? You see why it says in the book you can't repay your debt for millions of lifetimes to such a guru like that? See, you can, when you start shaking your head instead of going like this is what they're doing. Glory, no, the clown. We won't listen to the clown. We want to take the many lifetime thing. We won't want to go like Shamaguri right into the kingdom, or the kingdom goes right into us. We don't want that fantastic experience of the kingdom going in us. Oh, no, no. We want the no show and the no kingdom. For we want to wait on the bench for many lifetimes. And they call me a clown. They call me a fool. You got to meet somebody, the empowered version. The empowered version of Krishna said, "Fools deride me when I descend in my human form." That's the guru, the real one, man. Fools deride them because the Lord descends as them through them. It makes them look like a fool like he is, right? Look, he appears, right? If you don't have that experience of people saying, "Gore, he's a clown, he's a fool," man, you haven't found the real path. Because it's got to happen, right? Who dares call you a clown? Hey, it's good for my preaching. I like it. As long as you don't hear it. You didn't hear that guy calling me a clown. That's all right. I'm gonna get that guy. I'm after him now. It's good for the pre I love that. I love it, man. This guy, he wants to do a, he wants to show how, he's an acharya of Vaidhi Bhakti. Oh, this is going to be good. And he said, I challenge you. I'll accept the challenge. But I don't quite trust him because he says, well, we got to go do it this way. He wants to have his officiators and moderators. Oh, he has to have all these things. He said, I don't trust you being in control of the camera. And I think, ooh, he doesn't trust me. And he wants to have all the moderators. And I don't think he wants to do a live. I said, no, we do this live. And I don't think he wants to do that. See, could be a trap. You know what the trap would be? Oh, they have the moderators. They have the equipment in their hands. They won't do a live. And then they take all the word. You know how they splice everything and make it to be? Oh, I can see I could be being set up here. That's why I say we do it live, where everybody can see live what's happening and no splicing stuff and all that stuff. What is he afraid? What do I control the camera? There's no control. That's the problem is I don't control the camera. I just say what comes off the cuff, right? They're all afraid because they got to be in control of everything. That's the Vaidhi level, you know. I just come here and let go, let God, man. I love it, man. Just freedom. I got the Prabhupada has my approval, man. Freedom, free. Just be free in Krishna. As deep as you go in Krishna, just free flying in your classes. That whole group is so mean. Yeah, they're mean. That shows you contamination in there, huh? It's all right. We were going to work. I'm after them, man. Hey, it's no fun on the hunt if the game is too easy to get, right? You need a challenge. We need a challenge a little bit. Yeah, you're a good challenge. Oh yeah. Oh, here it is. Not that one. Huh. So next verse: those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me. O conqueror of the enemies, therefore they return to the path of birth and death in this world. Yeah, and basically, oops, what happened here? No. Yeah, basically that's those people who leave here. If they stay gone, what they do is they stop hearing. See, they stop getting purified. Then stuff happens in their heart. You can see that even some devotees here, they're householders, they get real busy. And then they come back and they start to be a little challenging and stuff like that. I got to clean them up. So you realize, you want to be faithful on this path. The path is regular healing. And you don't have to be fanatical, but regularly hear this Hari Katha. Why? Because look at outside in the Maya. Look what you hear from in the world. What, you don't think that's going to have an effect on you? I also need to come. I'd love to talk about good. This cleans me up. You know, it's the spot. See, I'm not thinking you can do that. After a while, you start thinking you're so pure, so enlightened. No, I come here and I see by experience, I get cleaned up here. Go deeper here. I see, oh, Krishna, you're the spotlessly pure one. Without you, I would be lost, just like I was lost in this Maya. Without connection with the transcendental Lord and staying in touch with the real spirit, you're more or less lost. Even on the Vaidhi level, Prabhupada said that's the neophyte level. Vaidhi Bhakti is neophyte. There's danger there. He says himself, danger. It's only Madhyam, which they don't teach. Nobody seems to teach it right. Madhyam is a devotee. Love of God awakens. We have Madhyams here. You come here and you really develop faith in this preaching to the point Krishna goes in you, awakens in you. There you're Madhyam. See, and then gradually you become uttam. You become a great preacher. You can convince others. Well, go from spiritual teacher and deeper, more spiritual master. You become more and more clear. Look at the opportunity. To leave this association is stupid. Is it really dumb? It's the dumbest thing that anybody can do, but people do it. You know. Here we have a chance to go deeper, all the way and stay clean and clear. Because when they go away, look at my ex-wife, not clear. Look at Mahavir, still not clear. Also, you know, puffed up with the Brahmin stuff. Look at Meena, also not clear. See? But if you come here regularly, you stay clear, go deeper, you look more and more beautiful, more and more attractive. Freddie says, I only leave at the end of each video. Really? Yeah, Freddie, and many of you come here for years regularly. Must be attractive. Yeah. Why else would anybody come so often? You know what I mean? It must be real. Where what church can you go to so often if it's not special? You know? And people don't. You go to church, they're open once a week, most of them, really. And sometimes occasionally another day. But it's like, okay, just come do your duty and hey, you can go, and then you won't feel guilty. You came and saw God. You gave darshan for God. We'll see you later. Another whole week goes. Here we want, oh, let's go. Gaura's going to give class. Lalita's going to give class. We get to see spirit. We get to hear the glories of spirit coming from inspired, real Bhakti Vedanta's here. Hey, listen up, everybody. The real Bhakti Vedanta's here. Not just one, but many are brewing in the pot here. You can see their Vedantas coming from Bhakti, man. Where do you hear that? Even in Narayan Raj, they don't teach that. No, it's like, oh, well, just here's a Bhakti Vedanta. What does that mean? Oh, we don't ask those questions. We don't have the power to ask the question, what is a Bhakti Vedanta? What does that mean? Bhagavad Gita 10:10. I can't make the connection. But I'm purebhakti.com. Without the pure bhakti, that's good enough for most people. So why don't we just stay with that program? And Ari the clown over there says it's not good enough. How dare he say that's not good enough? Superficial preaching. No shows forever. And how dare he challenge the many lifetime path of Narayan Raj? Many lifetimes before Prema path. How dare he challenge that? How dare he question that path? How dare he say that's not the real disciplic line? It's not. Prabhupada has got the real line. He ordered this. And if you're not preaching, you're preaching some austerity path. I say not, I quote the verse, to smash Narayan Ra's opinion. It's not by austerity that he teaches. It's not by being a renunciate and a giving up all material desires first. It's not by regulative devotional service. It's through ecstatic, crazy, clown-like devotees who clown around the lodge in ecstasy and are not ashamed of it, not caring for outsiders like you guys in the Narayan Raj. You guys are outsiders. It's a fact, man. People, oh, he's offensive. No, I'm truthful. It's a fact. You are outsiders. Even our Sangha members know you're outsiders, right? Aren't they outsiders? You have contact with them. Do they come inside here? Do they like in here? Or do they say, Shama Guri, you're associating with him? We don't come inside here. So that means they're outsiders. Only a clown would say, oh, you don't want us to go inside your temples of ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti and give a wonderful class? then you're outsiders because we're on the inside and prove it. You're no shows. Don't give me this. I don't care. You can have controversy with this preaching, say I'm offensive and all that, but we do the work here. We do the play here. This is the real play of Lord Chaitanya's mercy with all the ecstatic tears. We have a lot of people on stage crying and laughing and choking up and conclusive preaching, putting this preaching on top, fearlessly on top of all other preaching, trumping even Narayan Raj preaching without fear. Where is that fear of Gauri committing an offense? Because this is the truth. This must trump his preaching. That must diminish, and this must be triumphant. Why not? Become an ecstatic prema bhakti. It's worth it, isn't it? Give you the shortcut. But if you think, well, look what you learned. Come on, you didn't learn enough. Okay, he did what he did. That's very nice. But this is the real preaching here. This is the real disciplic line. This is the head of the line from Prabhupada. There ain't no other. And I'll prove it every day, and I'll prove it more every day till we convince them all. This is the head of the line. Why are you staying in the back with all your speculations? Everybody, I'm sorry, you got to pass through the Swarup Damodar hat here. You know, you have your conclusions. You claiming to be ecstatic devotees on the high level and all that Raganuga. Well, you bring your conclusions over here, and we'll test them. We'll clarify them and put them back to you, and then we'll give them to the Lord. Otherwise, these conclusions should be on top of everything, shouldn't they? They produce ecstatic prema. Why shouldn't the conclusions that I'm preaching, that you're preaching, that produce ecstasy in people be on top? Is that wrong? Is that crazy? Why should you put impotent conclusions and speculations of these gurus on top when they don't produce prema when ours do? Does anybody see any logic in that, or is this insanely true? It is. It's insanely true. It's madly true. Sounds reasonable. It is reasonable. We worship a reasonable God. He has unreasonable mercy. None of us deserve any of this. That's unreasonable. Thank you for being an unreasonable God by giving us mercy we don't deserve. That's Lord Caitanya. And we're his servants, man. And we've been gotten the order, man. Hey, Gauri, you have ecstatic devotion for Lord Chaitanya. I give my body to you, and you can sell it or distribute it, and just tell people what price you're putting on. Turn your camera on, price type thing. And they will get it, and they are getting. Look at Lalita, look at you, look at so many people getting this. So why shouldn't this preaching trump it all? Isn't this the goal of life after all? I know it's a shock. I know it's unbelievable. I know this is outrageous to see the same mercy that Lord Chaitanya gave to be given again. Yeah, it's totally outrageous, but our Lord is a bit outrageous. He's excessive in his mercy. He's excessive in his magnanimity. He's excessive in his truth, really clarifying things. You know. So how can we really represent him unless we represent that excessive mercy, excessive love, excessive prema, excessive munificence? That's a symptom of meeting those tata that are empowered by Lord Chaitanya. You all are becoming like that. Isn't that amazing? Win-win. I won, and I just follow the order Prabhupada preach. And you guys are becoming winners. I love it. Making winners. Not the win-lose game that the elites play. Come on, you elites. You should come here. We'll make you win-win. You'll see things like this whole, not just the one eye. That's the one eye Lucifer look, man. Hey, we got to be. This is the Lucifer look. Oh, we got to. We're seeing things so darkly. See, in Lucifer darkness, Satan darkness. See, they're all big. They're all coming out now. Yeah, yeah. This is what we see. We got to be winners, and you got to be losers for us to win. See, we are so weak and so fearful. We got to depopulate people because the only way we win is by lying, cheating, stealing. Come on, man. This is such a better deal for you guys. I'm saying, come on in. My Lord will take care of you. He'll make you win-win. He'll give you the full truth. You'll be having the two eyes on the top of the pyramid. You'll see the whole thing. You'll see Lucifer over there, and you'll think, oh, that's pretty dark. And look at the light, man. Look at the ecstasy. Wow, look at the happiness. Wow, look, you make these weak people you want to get rid of. They want to get rid of weak people. And you by your word, you give them strength. Oh, it is such a nice thing to see. Ah, this is almost like being God. You guys want to be God? That's it. Hey, man, George Soros, you want to be God. This is so much better. The Lord gives me the power, empowerment to be God in the right way, to give life to people, to say what Jesus said. I have life and I can give it to you. Right? Is that true? Am I lying? Am I exaggerating? Ooh. See? That's being God in the right way, in the power of God. Servitor Godhead is like this. Am I telling you the truth? Is this false ego just to tell you the truth? Oh, better than that. How about I show you the truth? You get energy here. You get awakening here. You get prema here. How about we show you also, not only blab it. Look at this. Something's happening inside that lady. Can you see it, anybody? How about you, Acharya Dave? Take a look over there to find the real path. You don't believe me? Of course, I boast a lot. I'm big, clown and full. But look at the works the Lord is doing inside these kind of devotees. Look at Fanny, man. She ain't sitting down anymore. She's boom. How's the comedy show? Is it good today? This Bhagavad Gita is inspiring. I don't know, man. I like this Gita. It's really, yeah. See, O conqueror of enemies, therefore they return. See, they return to the path of birth and death. Those who are not faithful in this devotional service. See, pure devotional service. See, you're not faithful. Can you tell what's not faithful? How does that show up? It means like, okay, you get this, like, say, like for Mina, we use, thank you for your service, Mina. I don't mean anything bad, but this just teach for teaching purpose, or any PA who leaves here. See, not faithful in pure devotional service. That's being offered, okay? And then you leave this, and then you go back to Vaidhi, and then you reject this. You think, oh, I don't know. See. So how can you not go back into birth and death? Because this is life. Prema is life. Prema is in the spiritual world. That's our work here. You see, I don't leave this path of prema. Do you see me leaving the path of prema? Conclusive truth? No. This is the life. It's just stay with this until my dying day. I'm not going to stop preaching this, relishing this. If I do, I'm back into the cycle of birth and death. That's what happens to the people who leave here. They're back into being a Brahmin. That ain't good enough just to be good, a good devotee, a regulative devotee, following all the rules Prabhupada taught you. It ain't good enough. That's why you see his preaching was like that. Well, if you come and take this, you'll get at least to get a human birth, or you become like a demigod. You get a birth in a Vaishnava family. See, always a birth, right? Always about something good. See, demigod. See that preaching, but we've upped the ante. Prabhupada says, okay, make them transcendental now. Okay, do this in this life. Make as many as you can. See, transcendental person. You get a birth in a Vaishnava transcendental family in the spiritual world if that's what you want, or you get the birth as the born again as a Narada Muni if you like the brahmachari type thing. You like to travel around, or you want to travel around with brothers. Like the 9 Yogendras that go all over whatever they want, any universe, because they're fixed in bhakti yoga. We get you fixed up here, man. Prema bhaktas, fixed up in prema, not just fixed up Vaidhi bhaktas. I had a what do you call it, bhakta leader, when they were in the 80s, and he was really fixed up on this and everything. And then one day he just disappeared. I guess he wasn't fixed up enough because Vaidhi ain't strong enough. But he eventually came back. He's still more or less, oh, I met him in Mayapur, he's still doing, just Vaidhi, because they don't you see the only way you change is you've got to associate with other devotees who are more of this type, the more intimate ones. Yeah. Okay, we're coming to our end here. My voice is finished almost. Um, so, by me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. So, proof that you're with deliverance and with a deliverer in this world when they're empowered is that Lord that you're in becomes in you. See, the manifest form of the Lord. You feel God living in you. That's our work here, to awaken that companion. And if you don't, George Orwell's behind you there in the TV. That'll be your companion, really. You've got these. They've already got it set up. They don't use the TV. They've trained. They've technology. They got all kinds of new ways to do these things. But it'll be some AI machine will be your companion. It's a dystopian future. I mean, you want to go that way? You don't have to. You can go this way, where the God Himself becomes your intimate friend and companion and counselor, just like Jesus said. That's what's happening. Okay? You know. It's beautiful, man. And then you stay in touch with the scriptures. You like to read the books. You like to preach the books. You like to preach the essence. You like to serve the Lord's purpose is just to wake up. What else does the Lord want people to get? What is real service to Krishna and Lord Caitanya and Jesus and all of them is to deliver people out of illusion. It's a universal thing. That's what we do here. Not the step by it's like the Moses level. We'll just give you a step. That no, no. Now you take the full step. You not just the toe in the water. Now you put your whole body in the transcendental, see, spiritual body. It's a one-way trip now. Activate the spiritual body. Okay? Activate its worship with the supreme spiritual body. See, so the Lord has to awaken in you. You got to be with the true vine. That's the true guru. you know and that's proof is in the pudding, the proof that this is more bona fide than anything else. And if anything else is bona fide, well, at this level of preaching, you should be able to activate God in others. Then you're doing something. Activate that Lord in the heart. Get the gardener working in there, so that person gets to know Krishna more and more. He goes, wow, I can see the Lord now. Otherwise, the Lord ain't in you. You're not even born yet. You're just Pharisee material, sannyasi material. Those who want to be gurus, want to be sannyasis. See, the wannabes, because they have desire to be important, name and fame and all that stuff. Okay? That ain't deliverance yet. This is here. We prove it. Why not follow the proven path? Right? Didn't it make sense? This is the proven path. People are getting real prema. I know they can't believe it because your gurus didn't give it. You can't believe what you don't see. I don't blame you. But why not come over here? Here you're going to see and believe it because you'll see it. And then you look at the scriptures, you look at the experiences of the devotees like Lalita and others. And then you look at the scriptures, just go back and forth a few times and see that this is the real deal. Go and you hear the preaching. You don't, who preaches like this? Who? I haven't heard anything like this. Yeah. See, so you that's why you got to come. You come to sadhu sangha if you want this level of freedom. Yeah, you want to be. I mean, that's the whole thing. You devotees, myself included, we're here to demonstrate. We're here to show the world what this kind of worship is, and the result of it, the intelligence you get with it, the ecstasy you get with it. And if it looks good to others, well, you can have it. You've got, but if you don't come here, I don't know where else you're going to get it. You're not going to get it in the Narayana Sangha. It's not there with the way we worship. They can't even understand it. They go against it. So don't think you're going to go to Narayana Sangha and get Prema Bhakti because that's not on the menu there. They don't even like it because it's here and they don't like it. See? There's a place to be clear. See? Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you very much, everybody. Any questions there? You want to give? Oh, you give us a word there, Shamagori, if your microphone's working. Is it working? Oh, it's not working. Is it working? No, it's not working. Say something. Let me see. No. Okay. It could be me. Are you hearing her? Yeah, this is great. I just, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk about Krishna. It's really great. It's really nice. I mean, to me, this is so wonderful to be able to speak to people. That where the word goes in. Otherwise, we can't speak. I can't speak. Yeah, no sound. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for continuing to encourage me to speak more because I also love this. I love this. Get more clear and to invite people into the kingdom and to bring them in. Yeah. This is a good one. This one, Servitor Gada. I was wondering why is there a George Soros? He admittedly says when he when he realized that he could be like God here and do whatever he wanted, he felt really like enlivened by it, and that's why they do. They want to be gods here, and but this is the best. This is the better way to do it. Let the Lord work for the Lord's desire. His then it's safe. See, that's karmic. That you make people unhappy, that you hurt people. See, this is perfect. You empower people to also do like that. Be servitor gods in this world. You're serving God's purpose. There's no false ego in that. That's proper understanding. Okay? That's being God in the right way. Is you're representing the Lord, representing Krishna's real word. See, representing his real feelings, his ecstatic feelings. We come and get you if you're not there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Radhe. Oh, and Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. No, I don't want to forget.